lines upright. Try not to knock the wheels off. I think there's also some level of buffer on the wall spawn point, so if the area is full, it'll remember a couple of 100 litres or so, or potentially up to a full pallet. So you don't have to do this immediately. I just like to not have the messages appearing on the top right of the screen saying, oh, no space for all, no space for all. But, because I think I was late one time and I started moving the bales or the pallets, and then as soon as the o'clock or half hour hit, I ended up getting about half a bale or half a pallet load of wool spawn, which is a thing. Okay, so very carefully, without nudging the one on the right, we shall try and grab that one. And gotcha. Oh, poo. Let's try that again with the 4 collisions turned on. And very, very gingerly. Oops. Stab that one. A little bit close there, but managed it. Okay, we are done moving bales or pallets of wool. Oh, let's back off and try that one again. Now we're going to try this side. Drive and drop. Poop. That's all good. So now we can get out of here. I'll use the alcove on this side. I think I messed that up. Let's try that one again. Oh, that's a little close. Awesome. Up the arms. Smash the arms into the ground. Turn off the tractor. So we are done with that. That's a good start to the day. Our wool has spawned. So good. What else do we need to check on? I think we checked the sheep. The sheep are fine. Lots of grass, lots of grass. Eating a lot of clover silage there. Oops. Not so much there. Okay, no worries. We are mid-late spring. Middle of late spring. Clover could be ready for... So lots of stuff could be ready for harvest already. Seed radish, poplar, grass. We're almost at the potential point of harvesting cotton and barley. Not that we can grow cotton. Oh, we already said that. So, what's next? Fields. Our clover is not ready to harvest. Well, shucks. Although this stuff is getting on quite nicely. What is that? That's our triticale. Yep. That's somebody else's. Didn't we have to? Yeah, we got 2 fields of triticale. We've got beets here, which are growing nicely. We've got potatoes here and sunflowers here. So sunflowers are ways off, I would assume. We'll look at that in a minute. Let's check. Weed levels are still increasing, but they are what they are. Okay, so sunflowers, we're not worried about the sunflowers till fall. Potatoes, fall. Sugar beets. Did I think sugar beets were an earlier harvest? Don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so sugar beets and potatoes fall, sunflowers fall. Triticale is any time from midsummer onwards. That's a thing. Okay. So potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 more months. We could be ready to harvest that. We don't have canola in the ground this year. How's the weather? Raining tomorrow, good drying potential today. So we might be waiting till Wednesday. What's Wednesday? Back to here. It's day 8. Tomorrow will be day 9. Wednesday. So we could be waiting till summer before we actually start cutting anything. So, other things what we can do. Fertilizing Field 31. Sounds good. Where is Field 31? It is somewhere. Well, I just took the contract for it, so somebody better point it out. Oh, there it is. So up past Oak Glen Farm is where 31 is. I can run out there. We'll swing back by the store and top up the fertilizer tanks when we need to. I don't think I've got room for 2,000 litres of fertilizer in this. 700. Well, we might have. Okay, let's go to the store. Of course, I could. Well, again, I could think about that baling contract, but I don't have the equipment for baling and wrapping. I do have the mowing equipment. ZZ Top, good morning and welcome to Saturday's, actually it's good afternoon, welcome to our Farming Simulator 19 stream on Oakfield Farm, Farming Agency Edition. we are doing fine. In fact, our family's getting over being generally sick. My throat's still not the greatest, so I'm not going to be singing in the choir anytime soon. Yeah, I'm not going to sing anything. I'm not going to sing in the shower either. That's painful. Yeah. I haven't sung anything for the last 2 weeks, so because it hurts. But Mrs. Osa's better, so she's planning to be out and about on Sunday as well. Don't know about cutting the grass today because it's supposed to rain. I could start it and then it'll start raining immediately. Yeah. I don't know why I looked.
This farm is actually.
Okay.
It's just.
That's the problem with not having a password on your farm, is people just get in and then tip the tractors over because they're jerks. Alright, let's do this. Buy a fertilizer tank, standard. As I said, I could buy a refillable one, but we probably only ever need one refillable tank at the farm. And I assume that then means it won't disappear. Oh, and we also need spraying technology, crop protection, and grab ourselves a fertilizer hose because, and I think we'll have the fertilizer hoses as blue. So I'll buy that. Might buy another one. Okay. So we have 2 fertilizer hoses. One is, oops, staying at the store. And the other one will be going back to our farm sometime. I may come back down with the Land Rover and pick it up. Oops. Trying to do keyboard driving, which not so easy. Okay. So this should fit there. Yes. And the other end of my pipe has vanished. Hello. Oh. Yeah. That's the other end. Walk it over here and why don't you put on there? Ah, come hither. There we go. Yay. Fertilizer hoses work on fertilizer tanks. So, I want to that doesn't sound like the engine started, but okay. Turn off the pump and pull that off. Oh, I didn't drive over the hose, so that's good. Oops. Stick it in reverse and exit. Touch that. There. Nice. So tail sprayer, cold sprayer. Fuel tank. Oh, activate pump on sprayer. Ah. There we go. And the engine wraps up as we fill up the rear tank. Nice. I suppose what I could do while that's filling up is I'll drag this hose back over here because it turns out we did want it. Drop that there, that's fine. Okay, tank's gone. Take that off and put it on the ground. So we have a full tank of fertilizer. Oh, and the pump's still on. Let's turn that off. So, off we go. So if we had a refillable tank, it would then mean I can unpump stuff into it. Or unload these tanks into it. And that's also good for things like the other sprayer. So the Converland, not the Converland, the Kuhn sprayer, where the front and back tanks aren't 2,000 litres. So when you unload those, you always end up with two IBCs. And that's just annoying. The nice thing about the realistic seed mod that we're running is I can combine seed pallets, so long as it's the right type of seed. So you can unload the seeder and it'll create a pallet of seed, but then you can pick that up and hold it over another pallet of the same seed, and it will top off the lower pallet. Anyway, where are we going? 31. Down here somewhere. Oh, it's still 7:30 game time in the morning, so potentially there may be more contracts come up over the course of the day. Okay, field 31 is just past the horse stable. Just past the horse stable. Yes, it's that big field up there. How's that? Let's unfold that, and then what I'm going to do is... Oh, GPS is already on. In theory, it's a mess. Set that back to there, show lines. So we're 50% off the mark. Let's pull on over here. Back it up a bit. And we can turn that on. We are lined up. We are in drive. And we are No, turn on the fertilizer. Did I take the contract? Yes. There we go. Okay. For some reason, select the front tank and it will turn it on. So this is, I don't know, this is looking like final stage of fertilizer for this field. Which, it's fine. Also not sure if there's an auto turnaround. There used to be on Farm Sim 17, there was an auto turnaround on the GPS. So as you got to the end, you could just press, I think it was Control left arrow, and it would turn you one row to the left. Unless you had the offset more than one row. So we'll run close to the edge here. Turn that off. What left over?
The leftover teriyaki casserole.
It's gone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't do the headlands first, which makes it a little bit more tricky to judge how far I need to go. Also, you know, if you do the headlands first on spraying, then you can do the judgment of how close I need to get to the edge. But that also usually leaves you with more space to swing it about. And that's not going to be a thing here. We'll just stick the boom through the hedge, because why not? And go. So this might not be the most efficient way of doing this field. In fact, I think it's probably better to do it east-west. But since we already had, from when we did this field, the plot laid in, I don't have to redo it. I hit 180, 360 pretty well when we did the last field, so this one will be good too. Or yeah, not this one will be good, but this one is just as well positioned, so I don't have to redo the whole GPS course. Okay, let's go forwards and engage. So how are we doing here? This one is, we're already 25% done. So yeah, we got ample fertilizer for this. Dude, seriously, just sprayed that. Crop moistures, so the ground's still wet. I could cut potentially one of the clover fields tomorrow as grass and silage. I mean, they're not ready for harvest today, but possibility that one may be ready tomorrow. So if I pick the bigger of the two fields and create clover silage out of it, I can do hay on the other one the day after tomorrow, which is when the sun's supposed to be out and it's supposed to be good for drying. Of course, the silage is the thing that's of biggest concern when it comes to equipment purchases. That's the theory. And I'm thinking we need more clover silage than we do hay anyway. And clover hay and hay are synonymous. We've got 2 grass fields, which we could use for hay if we need to, but I'm kind of avoiding that and thinking grass silage is going to be the thing that we take to the BGA to sell. Okay.